Hi everyone, I'm just Peachy, and welcome back to Let's Play Lord Xulima. Last episode we defeated the Guardian, and we also did a side quest that I completely forgot about, which was killing the bandit leader. We also did that. But yeah, we are here right in front of the altar of Albert, and we are going to go and talk to the last herald. Or supposedly the last herald. Hey my. Spider. He looks like a, not Spider-Man, what are those? No, the Stilt Strider is something else. A Drider? Is that what they're called? In D&D, the half drow, half spider things. The heat is unbearable in this place that was once the altar of Velvet. The lava below illuminates the Well of Souls, which takes up most of the room. Behind the well you see Yule's Herald. This one looks much larger and more terrible than any of the others you have encountered. Yeah, he has... How is he standing like that? Like, all of the weight is kind of in the middle and then in the front. And he's holding himself up with just the hind legs. Wouldn't he need, like, another appendage to help support the middle part? Like, wouldn't he, like, be sinking slowly into the pool as the strength of his hind legs give out? Or am I just reading too much into that? The herald looks at you in disbelief. His eyes glow as if illuminated by inner flames. The air around you seems to grow hotter with each passing moment. You're in a volcano, basically. Of course it would. Becoming almost unbreathable. Well, no shit, Sherlock. You try to speak, but the herald interrupts you in a voice so terrible that you shudder. It's as if 8 voices are speaking as one. You're unable to utter a single word as its power is simply unbearable. How many? I don't know, it just seems like... Okay, unbearable, unbreathable.
So you are here, but you're late.
You didn't say you're late right here. Oh, because I had to hit continue. The Guardian is defeating the traitors, and all of their hopes ride on one dog, Galen the Explorer. He who was born beyond the Great Sea, the navigator who reached the Forbidden Lands, the murderer of princes, the thief of relics. What? Come on. The defiler of tombs. Okay, yeah, maybe that one would be right. Destroyer of our works. Exterminator of titans. You know, if you didn't go into the tombs, would this, like, not be here? The mortal who believed a god. My goodness, this is like, you know, like back in the day and like when you're in text rooms or whatever, like someone really, really excited wants to type out, you know, they want to tell you everything, but they do it like 2 words at a time. So like you have a wall of text. And you're like, just take a breath, type everything out and just hit the enter, please. Instead of like, oh, enter. Hey, did you hear? Enter. That's just a little pet peeve of mine. Because I don't like flashy things on the bottom of the screen. I hate that. Oh, anyway, who believed God united us all. You have united us all, and now we are one. It is almost too much power for such a fragile world. You have unleashed the wrath of the 8, and we will seal your destiny and repair the damage you have caused. I'm on fire! Oh, hey, you get to go first. This is so weird looking. It's like you're fighting a weird ant combined with a praying mantis. And then his cloak makes him look like he has a big fat butt. Anyway. Let's just, you know, miss. Can I get a turn, please? Alright, let's see here. That's a lot of burning. Let's see, I think we can do... Because we'll definitely need elemental protection. I'll have you use... This works on the entire party, right? There we go. And then I'll have you use... Not that button. We'll need to use this. Alright. Ew. What even is that? Yakosis. Alright, we just need to get some people healed up here first. And then we'll get... Yeah, let's do mass regen. Get that up. But it's a good thing if I was able to get elemental protection up. Let's miss. 72. Yeah! Well, you got him! And we missed. He just casts all the spells. My goodness. Alright, Galen. I think you'll be fine for now. Or not. You'll just miss. Alright, let's get Mass Divine Armor. Let's get this up. There we go. Now our buffs are up. That hurts. Alright, come on. There we go. 62. 10,000 HP. 1,000 more than the last Titan. But he does have more tricks up his sleeve. Alright, there you go. Alright, Nangorth, I need you to start stacking up wounds. Okay, and I need you to cast... the store had Aura Protection 10, so we're gonna use that. Oh, you jackass. That's so rude. All my MP gone. I know, I'm sorry. But it's okay. It's the last boss. We'll just throw all the shurikens at him. Just throw all of them. We won't need this. Because I believe this is the last boss. Alright, 4 wounds, 5. Okay. Let's have you... Xulima needs more MP. I'm gonna have you use... I really wish we had like a mass heal, but we don't, unfortunately. So we'll have you use... Yeah, I really wish we had the paladin, like, aura of healing type of skill. But we don't have that. Even I could use magical protection. But is any of this divine? So instead, we'll just, let's cure wounds. Let's do that. We're not sure what to do exactly, other than just make him bleed some more. 130! Yeah! 13 wounds. Alright, Xulima. How about you drink another potion? Or, nah. Let's work with what we have for now, in case he drains more. So let's do this. Ah, miss. Darn. Look at the shirt. He's a hard one to hit. Yes, indeedy do, he is. Okay, let's see here. I'll just shoot him. Or we miss. Definitely into those wounds up. Alright, sorry about that. There was a weird noise outside. Let's heal you. Ooh, 83 now. Alright, 108. 180, not 108. So you can get 7 poison on him. If and when you hit. Okay, how are we on this? 35 seconds. How much damage? Oh, you can do 1 wound. That's good. Alright. Why don't we cure Galen's wounds? Let's just keep throwing these. I don't care, just use them up. Just use them all up. Alright, how are we on this one? I love how long this lasts. Like, his buffs last. They last a long time. I quite like it. Alright. I'm not too worried about his wounds. Actually, now let's do Greater Cure on you. Do that. And do that. She doesn't use MP, so it's okay. Oops. I wanted him to throw another shuriken. But I forgot. 23 seconds. We'll just do that in case he steals her MP. Alright, so we'll... I have no idea what the neighbors are doing, but I keep hearing like a vehicle revving and low bases, so if that comes through, I'm sorry. Yeah, because you know, ooh, in the country it's so quiet. No. No, it's not. Country roads are very loud. Alright, let's cure your wounds. Oh, he cures his wounds. Now I'm sad. Darn. Gotta hit him more. Wound him more. Not miss. Ah, he set us all on fire. Well, that's why we have not that page. We have not incinerate air. This. Whee! I'm glad I remembered that did that in battle. Alright. Darn. Darn you, Galen. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Mwahahaha. You cannot hit me. That's fine. We'll just leave it. Cure her. Throw more shurikens. Go! Because he doesn't seem to use cure bleeding. Like, why make it so that you can... Well, I can understand the cure wounds. Because you could stack up enough wounds that the boss just can't hit you. So I can understand that. But, like, why not have them learn, like... Maybe not the full level of men bleeding, but maybe some of them, so it's not quite so broken? I don't know. Because he's already at 3000 HP. Again, with these fights, it's hard to get all your buffs established sometimes. That's what I've noticed. That's like the hardest part, is getting all the buffs up. After you get your buffs up, and you're pretty much good. Ew, he poisoned with his. I don't even want to know what that was because it came down there. I don't want to know. All right. Well. I do have cure poison. Yeah, I have removed poison. Use his poison. And let's have you drink a potion. You know, the faster you go, the quicker you kill yourself. You know that, right, mister? Alright, I just want him to start shooting for the wounds. I'm not even worried about Nangorth, she has so much HP. Alright, how are we on? 18 seconds. Okay, let me do this. Turn should be coming up soon. 21 and 4. Alright, do elemental protection. Make sure I click the right one. And then sing. Alright. He's pretty much dead. Pretty much dead, darn it. Don't have MP. I bought all this extra stuff because I thought it was going to be super hard. Yeah, he's just finish him. Bye. Well now, 153,000 experience points. Wow. The Herald of Yule seemed to speak with 8 voices, as if the 8 heralds had fused all into one. Were they actually all different, or were they all the same? Or was this one Yule, or part of him? Whatever the case, the Herald of the Divine Temple of... The Herald in the Temple of Yule is the greatest power I have faced. I thought we were in the Temple of Valvet. Not the Temple of Yule. Okay. Am I nearing the end of my mission? I feel so tired, as if I've been carrying the weight of the world on my shoulder for years. Well, technically, you have. Game saved auto end. Huh. Well, thank you. Well, why don't we just purify this one? I'm not even going to bother with any armor that I have in here. Ooh. You throw now its tear in the dark depths of the pool. The darkness within slowly subsides, the souls disperse in all directions, free from its curse. We have purified this temple, and in doing so ensured that it will no longer generate energy for Yule. The Temple of Velvet has been purified. Below the burning currents of lava in the Temple of Velvet, I was able to sanctify the largest well of souls. The powerful Velvet would surely be pleased with my work. Well, what will happen now? Have I succeeded in my mission, or was I too late?
My mission has reached its end. The 8 divine temples have been purified. Yule, the 9th Lord of Xulima, known also as the Guardian of Souls, nearly carried out his perfect plan to defeat the other 8 Shulnari and place himself as the ruler of the world. He knew that he could not win in a straight battle against the others by relying on his power alone, but the gods are consumed with each of their works, and part of their power is lost in their creations. Yule is the architect of souls, and he could recover his power by absorbing the uncountable number of souls that he had given to humans. If he had succeeded, his power would have grown to the strength the Shulnari once had, before they created the world. Each time someone dies, their soul returns to the twilight of Numbria, where it is in the custody of Yule. The Guardian took all of the souls from the twilight to increase his power. Yule declared war against the other Shulnari, and then fled beyond the stars. But first, he left a part of himself behind on Earth, his 8 heralds, whom he could govern from the skies. The power of Yule was not enough to defeat the Shulnari. He needed more, and the twilight was empty. However, there were many more souls in the divine temples. The war in Rodinia had spawned countless souls, and when the twilight of Numbria had been full, many of those souls had been stored in the divine temples. Yule commanded his heralds to take over the temples and open the wells of souls inside so that he could absorb their power. The heralds allied themselves with the impious princes to take the temples and protect the keys, together with their powerful allies, the Titans. When the supply of souls in the temples ran low, they sacrificed the humans that the prince's soldiers brought to the temples as prisoners. It was an evil plan, and it relied on the deaths of millions of people. I was struck suddenly by a terrible thought. Was the Great War in Rodinia part of Yule's plan? Did he provoke that war of ruin just to fill the twilight with so many victims?
The way that ended kind of seemed like he was going to talk more. But anyway, let's see if there's more after this.
No longer able to tolerate the suffocating atmosphere, I left the temple. My sacred mission was at last complete, but nothing was happening. It had been some time since Gola had last spoken to me in my dreams. What was going on? I made my way to the highlands of Nagira, and from there I watched the skies, hoping to receive some sign from the lords of Xulima. Suddenly, the earth began to shake, and the night sky was illuminated by a blinding light. When at last I was able to open my eyes, I could see them in the distance. The lords of Xulima were returning to the earth. I was summoned to stand before them in the highest tower of the palace of Alniad, the Lord of Light and Life. And I, a simple mortal, marveled to behold the all-powerful Shulnari. Alniad, Velvet, Taliat, Febret, Naliat, Kersket, Raznet, and Golat. As they, in turn, observed me, Golat began to speak.
Gowlin, my herald, thanks to your help, we have defeated the Guardian of Souls. He now lies imprisoned in the twilight of Numbria. Receive now the gifts of the Shulnari, and by our glory, you shall be immortal. But your destiny is tied to Xulima, and your place is here with us. Rest now, my herald, while we liberate Rodinia from its ruin. You are free to go where you wish, but you must not journey to the twilight of Numbria, where the vile Yule will pay for his acts for all eternity.
At last, I was able to rest, comforted that I no longer needed to worry about the fate of Rodinia. For a time, I lived side by side with those powerful lords, and in their glory, my own strength increased until I had obtained the power of a demigod. Then my heart slowly began to burn with a building desire for vengeance. I longed to face the Guardian of Souls, though it was the one thing the Shulnari had prohibited. And so I went to Numbria, to Yul's palace, the Twilight. And there, in its darkest depths, I found the great enemy of the world, chained and humiliated.
You, traitor to brothers, executioner of humanity, how dare you open your eyes, dog of the gods? The end of your race is spelled out in the new order that the lords you love so much have established in the world. Only one of the Shulnari fought against this new order. I, the Guardian of Souls, he who entrusted a soul to each of you. I made you more than any of the other creators.
You lie. The lords will restore Rodinia, and mankind will be free of your darkness.
Oh, yes, Gowlin. They did not lie to you. Rodinia will be restored, but not for man. It will be restored for their new children, those who now lie sleeping beneath the gardens of Numeria. They will be the new inheritors of the earth.
Do you expect me to believe this? May you rot for all eternity, here in your palace of the dead.
I dare you to visit the garden below Alnion's palace. There, gaze upon their new children. Numerians they are called. The lords are so proud of them. Their greatest work, so wise and beautiful. Their very faces glow with the light of Alnius.
I left the Twilight, but his words echoed in my mind. Could it be true? I had to see with my own eyes. I went to the garden. There, the heralds of Alniat attempted to bar entrance. Fearing nothing, I confronted them, and they fell before my wrath. I entered the garden and I discovered the terrible truth. Just as the Guardian had said, there they were. Thousands of beings sleeping on beds of flowers. They were tall and beautiful, their faces full of wisdom and light. They looked like us, but with finer features. Who were they? As if he had heard my thoughts, Golak manifested before me.
Gowlin, my herald, if you were looking for answers, you need only have asked. The Shulnari have nothing to hide. We have created many races since the birth of the world, and we chose yours to inherit Rodinia. It was entrusted to you for many years, but in the end, you failed. Too easily can mankind be blinded by ambition. Too capable are they of the most terrible acts. You plunged the world into war, killing each other for land, for gold, and for simple hate. You are not worthy of Rodinia. We, the Shulnari, have decided that a new race shall inherit the world. The Numerians, in whose creation Yule took no part. It was Yule who gave humans the free will that damned you. The Numerians are the ultimate creations of the Shulnari, the final inheritors of the world. As soon as we have liberated Rodinia from the human plague, they will be awoken, and a new era of light and wisdom will begin.
I wanted to die that very moment. Yule was right. I was a traitor to my brothers. I had condemned humanity. But maybe there was still a way I could help the people of Rodinia. I needed to warn them about what was happening. The Great War must be brought to an end, and the people must unite against them. I escaped from the garden and returned to Velagon. Once more I took command of my ship, Velamor, and set sail. I managed to make it through the treacherous currents and leave Xulima behind. But then the skies darkened, and the waves swelled above the mast. I knew this was the work of Nalia, the Lady of the Oceans. I would not be allowed to escape from Xulima. I heard her cries echo in the distance, and the sea quickly grew calm. Nalia had taken pity on me and decided not to end my life. However, this did not mean she would let me continue my journey. For all my efforts, the currents would not let me advance any closer to Rodinia, though they did occasionally guide me to small islands where I could refresh my stores of food and water. I carried on, alive, yes, but condemned to wander the oceans, never reaching my destination, knowing that my people on Rodinia would suffer the wrath of the Shalnari. But I will try again and again with all of my will. I will not stop until I reach Rodinia. And I swear, I shall free the world from the Lords of Xulima.
Well, that was interesting. You could kind of tell that there was somewhat of a plot twist. Okay, oh, there we go. Okay. I didn't know if I was supposed to click on something. I don't really get this whole range thing. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Anyway, it was a very fun game. Story was a little, However, the ending was very interesting, I think. I guess they wanted to make like a second Lord of Xulima game. I don't know. However, with how weak Galen is, I don't think he'll ever make it to Rodinia. And even if he did, he'd get there too late because it's Galen. No. If they do make it another game, I'll play it. Because this was fun. Definitely fun. I do quite like the mechanics of the game. I really like the inverted learning curve. I didn't really get too frustrated with it. The only time I really got frustrated was when I first played with it. First played the game. The way my party was composed, we relied too much on stunning damage and couldn't do anything. However, this party makeup, very good. I love how the barbarian, even though she was very bare bones, very useful, very strong, could resist stuns, and had a high critical chance. So I really like that. The soldier, it could easily be replaced with like the arcane soldier or something else maybe. A thief, I kind of felt like a thief was really needed, because, I don't know, I don't like breaking locks, and I like my stuff now. The bard, I love the bard, okay? Like, you know, most games bards are useless. The bard's very, very good in here with all of her buffs. But overall, a very fun game. If you really like, you know, CRPGs like this, get it, you know? It kind of felt like, to me, it felt like Ultima mixed with Might and Magic or Wizardry. But, yeah, that was it. It was very short credits. But very fun game indeed. So the next Let's Play, I haven't actually determined what it is I'm going to play. So you're gonna have to give me a couple weeks to kind of figure that out and then get ahead on a couple of episodes. But I'm glad we finally finished this. Lovely game. Get it. It is fun. Despite me complaining about Galen. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play. I'm very sorry that it took and I had to take a year break. So I do, again, apologize about that. But I'm just Peachy. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next project. Bye-bye!